This clip's brought to you by ServiceNow. AI is only as powerful as the platform it's built on. With the ServiceNow AI platform, your AI, data, and workflows all work together, connecting every corner of your business. To see how you can put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com/AI-agents.
JW, as you kind of propel off of this tournament into the rest of the year, what do you think are some storylines to look at?
The big one is the Alcaraz Sinner dynamic and where we go from here. We have this rivalry. We were very close to another, Alcaraz Sinner final number 4 in a row. We didn't get that, but these are still two guys that are towering. I think, where does Novak go from here? People were parsing every word is like, the criminologist parsing the consolation speech, which was very gracious, and I encourage everyone to watch. But people noticed he did not say "see you next year." So what's going on with Novak? Zverev, great tournament for 5.8 rounds, and then leaves with another sting. Can he recover? On the women's side, we have a new multiple major champion. Rybakina just paved her way to the Hall of Fame. Can Sabalenka recover? Remember what happened last year with Sabalenka? Where is the state of Coco? I mean, that's the other thing. These storylines keep going. Right now, it's King Carlos, but it wasn't King Carlos at Turin like 60 days ago. So plots flip over quickly. I mean that is one thing about this event. I mean, there were Lerner, Tien made his mark, and there were a couple of sort of Iga Jovic. I'm not sure big picture there were any sort of foundational changes to tennis. I mean, 3 weeks ago, what would we have said? Can anyone beat Carlos and Jannik? Well, no. Yeah, someone beat Jannik. He's 38 years old. Can Sabalenka close a major and not lose a tight final? Well, no. She did very well to get to the final. I'm not sure much of the tennis firmament was really rocked at this tournament, but that's all right. Plenty to look forward to as we march on.
I don't see myself getting any closer to walking back my claim that tennis is the hardest sport on earth. After seeing what we've seen over the last thing, it's like literally, I don't often turn on the TV and see people just baking to the point where like it's actually not safe to be outside at all, and then to play 5 sets in it. Like it's just, the drama is amazing, the characters are amazing. You don't have to, you can say what you mean and mean what you say, because you don't have 60 teammates that have to answer for your opinion. As a journalist, JW, what are you seeing with the players from where I sat? And it's like, Rublev post-match going, I don't know. I'm asleep and I'm going to drink coffee. I'm asleep. I'm drink coffee. I'm asleep. I drink coffee. And it's like a character. It's like, I feel like the players are almost entering the, like, I don't give a shit phase, and I'm here for it. Like Zverev going, they can't get sick of me because I pay for everything. And all these like things that would have been outrageous, like even 20 years ago, I would say something half as amusing and would get credit for it because it just wasn't the standard thing. Are you seeing players open up more? And if we have instances like Coco and the privacy thing, like we want players to give us more, right? Like we don't want to like shame them if they break a racket or do like we want. Every time someone says an F-bomb or has a real moment, I start laughing.
We want as much coal shoveled into the content furnace as possible. And go back, by the way, if you just said as an aside, if people are bored, watch the go watch Rublev Wally Masur interview.
It's the best. We played it. It's unbelievable.
Oh, you did? Oh,
yeah.
They will not be having a second date. But yeah, I mean, some of this is the age we live in, and we all like memes, and we all like clippables, and memories are short, right? I mean, I think someone can do something outrageous, and it is not going to define their career.
That's true.
I mean, I always say this at this event. I mean, I think we also, for these players on balance, are fantastic, and they're funny, and some are more extroverted and introverted than others. It's a range. We wouldn't want every single one of them to be our next door neighbor, but I would say on balance compared to any sport. And yeah, I mean, I think some of this is the age we live in. Some of these are the attention spans are going down. But yeah, and I don't think this is a longer conversation. I don't think necessarily that the press conference format with transcription and words out of context are necessarily the best way for players to get their message across. But yeah,
I fully agree. They should all just come unserved instead.
They should all come unserved, where they can everything will be in context. We won't burn them. We won't ask. We won't ambush them with questions about how they feel about ice. But no, to your question, I feel like the players they kind of get the drill, and it doesn't mean it's perfect. I mean, again, we don't have to do it. The racket smash, I think, brings up a number of issues in this balance between providing content other than a ball going over a net, which, great. There are only so many highlights you can show of a forehand winner. We need something else to talk about, but the cameras are absolutely ubiquitous at this tournament.
Didn't Sabalenka last year, after losing to Maddie, go back into the room and put her bags down and pick her racket up out of her bag and smash the shit out of it and then put it in a trash can and just calmly go about it happened a year ago, and it's like.
But the different, I think it was in the gym, if I'm not mistaken.
She was like in the gym. There was cameras on.
Yeah, and it's great. I don't give a shit. I made this point last week, and I'll make it again. And then I want to get to you wrapping up the brackets, Mike, and to see who won where, why, when. But I don't know, JW, would you be super mad if that your neighbor broke their own chair?
If my
why do we
neighbor
care?
Yeah.
Why do I care if an adult broke a racket if it's theirs? I don't give a shit. Who cares?
I think the biggest thing was just Coco was saying she wanted a private moment.
I know, right? And she tried. And someone's like, oh, she knew it wasn't private. I'm like, she was in a back hallway with nobody around. What are you talking about?
No, but also I like her. She did not want she did not want this public. She knew that this wasn't I actually thought it was kind of poignant. She didn't want young kids to think that breaking your equipment is something that's par for the course. I mean, I also thought her rationale was actually really kind of sweet and cool and mature. We all it's like ring cams everywhere. It's like I think one thing I heard from players, but one thing I heard from players is you're sitting there on the exercise bike and you do something stupid or you snap someone with a towel, and by the time you go back to the locker room, it's a meme and you see it on your phone.
Well, it's like Iga forgetting her credential. It's like, who gives a shit?
No, it's like Jannik Sinner looking at his phone on a warm-up bike and people zooming in to see who his girlfriend is.
Yeah.
Give me come on. I understand. And then they'll be like, well, they make them out. Not everyone, whatever. Anyways, give us our bracket updates, Mike. I know we're all on pins and needles, and JW called the winner.
I feel like we need an animation, and we need sound effect. We need something. All right, so some bracket shoutouts. First of all, thank you for everybody for signing up. We crushed it. We added a large portion of users. People also signed up for the newsletter. People were inside the Substack chat with Andy. Megan, who runs our newsletter, even pointed out that we had somebody in the chat literally sitting in the Rod Laver Arena texting in the chat while also watching the semifinals. So I think it's really, really cool that we have that. But on the men's side, Andy, you ran away with it a bit over JW. You both picked 6 out of the 8 quarterfinalists, 3 out of the 4 semifinalists. But Andy had Carlos to the finals. JW,
that Medi over Carlos pick really fucked JW there.
Both of you picked Sinner to win, obviously.
Crazy.
No chicken dinner there. Andy, you had 1,705 over JW's 1,525 points.
Wait, where did Blair and Kim end up?
They were, I will tell you right now.
They cracked 4 digits?
On the men's side, Kim had 1,282 points.
Oof.
Might have to work on that. And then Blair had 1,505 points. So just barely losing out to JW there. Shout out to the men's bracket winner, Francom, claiming the title with 2,146 points. They had 6 of 8 to the round of 16, 7 of 8 semifinalists, only missing on Fritz over Mercedes, then picked the semis and finals correctly.
Wow. Well done.
Well done. And then women's side winner was Teddy Bear, who also took home the combined score. Was 2,147 points on the women's side and 3,786 on the combined. Shout out to Teddy Bear and Francom. Now this is where it got interesting, boys. This is where bonus points and scoring systems that were long fought by a team of brilliant mathematicians.
Just say it.
Techie Sean and myself.
This is going to be tough.
JW, you had Rybakina. JW, you did pick Rybakina to win. Congratulations. You accumulated 1,721 points but not so fast. One Andy Roddick, despite not having Rybakina even to the finals, edged out a victory by 31 points over UJW with 1,752 points. And this comes down to this perfect scoring system, picking Mboko over Towson, and over Towson, and Jovic over Paolini gave Andy more than 60 points plus the bonus points because of the lower seed differential to edge you out, JW.
JW, here's
the steal.
I'm gonna steal. JW, I'm gonna coach you through this, okay? So just settle in for a second. I've been here before. All right. I've been in your seat before, okay? You did great. You executed as well as you could. You tried your little heart out, and you came in second.
I don't like to use the word rigged. I don't like to use the word flim-flam. But you seriously? You can pick the winner? And
if you're really bad for the rest of the tournament, you can pick the winner and lose.
All right. Honestly, I like this. I got to see the paperwork before. But I do like this. I do like this system. You should be rewarded. I mean, think about though. If you had Novak, you weren't feeling great after that 2 sets of Lorenzo Musetti. I mean, I think we saw Medi burned me.
Me too.
But this was fun. This was fun, and I do on balance. All stop the steal jokes aside. I like the scoring system better. You got to fortune favors the brave.
Jokes are jokes, and I think if you've listened to the show long enough, we're the first ones to just absolutely go El Torcho on each other when we don't make the good picks. I think this is 2 years in a row where JW's picked the women's winner. I want to say you may have taken Maddie last year, which was crazy. So I just and if it's not, I'm just not going to let the truth get in the way of that story.
I would just we have fun with these picks. It's part of being a sports fan is projecting. I also had Medi beating Carlos Alcaraz, so these things have a way of balancing themselves out.
We're gonna send the winners though. Just some merch. We got emails from signed up, and we'll reach out to you all. And congratulations and thanks everybody for participating. And we'll run it back for the French Open.
All right. Well, thank you.
Wait! I got one. Hold. Let me. I got one because I just this came to me like when we were talking about 20 minutes ago. Real quick. So 2 years ago, I am marooned in a hotel room in Australia, as is the case right now. And I get a call saying, hey, we were talking about doing that podcast. Can you jump on? The Australian Open just ended. Jannik Sinner and Aryna Sabalenka won. 2 years ago to this day, I believe that was First Serve Podcast. I believe this is our second anniversary. And I would contend that this has come a long way in 2 years. So happy second anniversary, buddy.
Go us, JW. Thanks for... I remember when I called Jay, I was like, would you want to do a podcast? He goes, oof.
That sounds what the world
It was
needs.
like the sound. It was like the soundtrack to him trying to get his Zoom camera to work.
With more profanity.
Speaking of milestones, before we go, we give a shout out to Casper Ruud and his wife.
Yes, great way
first
to
child
end
on
this.
January 30th, which is our actual anniversary of our show, January 30th. So now it'll be special in many households.
Fantastic. Listen, congratulations to Casper. We were talking about. I kept betting against him because I was like, he's going to go home and have a baby. Congratulations to the happy parents. Glad everyone's happy, healthy. Listen, moments like that, Ruud's having the baby, bigger than any match will ever be. Let's never lose sight of that.